three of the top 20 scorers in NBA history: Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. All three of these guys got drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunder and were on the same team their first early years in the league. So many people don't even know this kind of stuff anymore, but we're just gonna tap into it real quick. So I remember when all these guys got drafted. I remember when they were all in college. Durant, UT, Harden, Arizona State, Westbrook, UCLA. I remember when they were all in college, watched them all. I remember when they came into the league, watched them all. And they were a very exciting, entertaining team. And honestly, they were so good even back then. You could see it back then what they were going to be. These were guys where it's like, we're not surprised seeing this. Everybody who's been seeing them since college isn't surprised seeing what they turned out to be. I don't know how OKC dropped the ball on this at the time, man. I don't know. It's still bizarre. They signed, but I know what happened. They signed Serge Ibaka at that time instead of signing Harden because they weren't going to be able to sign everybody, unfortunately. It's a small market team. They weren't going to be able to keep all these guys that they had. They had a stacked-ass team. Just like now, they had it back then, but back then it was better because they had these guys. They had the top of the league. Now they just got a bunch of good young players and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Still fine, but they had these guys. They actually made it to the finals, by the way, lost to the Miami Heat with LeBron James. So if he didn't join Miami, these guys would have for sure probably won a championship with their run. So it took LeBron joining Dwayne Wade in Miami to keep this team from being a dynasty. This damn team was going to be a dynasty. They would have won championships. It just sucks that they got rid of Harden because had they kept this team together all this time, they would have won some championships, no doubt. They could have won one or two of these recent 8 championships that happened. They could have won 1, 2, or 3. They could have, I'm telling you, they could have done it. But Durant didn't want to stay. They let Harden walk and then ended up eventually trading Westbrook. But they traded all of these guys, or they got first round picks and shit and key role players so they were able to stay afloat, rebuild all at the same time. Genius reboot, but they fumbled the bag on the original dynasty because they had it. These are 3 of the greatest players in the history of the league, all top 20 scorers now, and they were all drafted by the same team. Man, they could have been monsters. It could have been epic, man. Oh, well. Quick thought.